Hey guys, Robin here, and today, Sunday, July 28th, is the first day of Shark Week. So, to celebrate, I am going to be reviewing Jaws. Yeah, Jaws, one of the most important horror movies ever made. Yeah, directed by Steven Spielberg's first theatrical film, Jaws. Yeah, starring Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, and Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah. And I've actually met Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Yeah. And if you note, I'm wearing a Jaws shirt in the picture. Like I'm wearing right now. So Jaws is Jaws, if you really break it down, Jaws is essentially a B movie, but it but it's one of the best B movies ever made. In fact, yeah. So the plot of Jaws, as you know, a shark is attacking a town, and an animal expert advises the mayor to close the town, but the mayor refuses because the beach is where all the tourists go, and the town makes money off tourism, and the shark ends up killing people. And people hunt for the shark. Um, and our three heroes, they have to go and kill the shark. Now, um, now Jaws is it's a very scary movie. In fact, you can't see it right here because the image quality is terrible. But it says maybe too intense for younger children. Now, now I made the mistake of seeing Jaws at a very young age. Um, I was like 6 or 7 years old, and whenever I saw the movie, I was afraid to go into the water, even into the swimming pool that we had in the backyard, because I was afraid there were sharks in the pool that turned invisible when you turned your head to look at them. Yeah, it's pretty silly and stupid, but that was a legit fear I had. And yeah, Jaws, I mean, well, it's a Spielberg movie, and most of Spielberg's movies are gold. This is easily one of his best movies, up there with up there with Duel, E.T., Indiana Jones, yeah, and yeah. In fact, in fact, um, the sound that the truck makes in Duel at the end was also used here when they defeat the shark. Now, the acting, the acting in this movie is really good. The acting in this movie, in Jaws, is really good. The writing, the writing is gripping, suspenseful, and it's perfect. This is one of the perfect horror movie, but the shark, doesn't look very good. Granted, well, the shark in the movie, there are some shots where you can tell that it's fake, where you will like very obviously tell that's fake, and so Jaws is now the special effects for the most part, again, aside from how terrible the shark looks, and I mean like well, not really effects, more like props, because there's a body, there's a dead body that comes out of a boat that the shark attacked. Now, by the standards of the 70s, it looks okay, but compared to today, the body looks, well, kind of fake. The severed leg that we see drifting to the bottom, which drifting to the bottom of the water, drifting to the bottom of the beach. For the most part, I think that a human leg would actually float, but I don't know. I guess seeing it drift to the bottom was more dramatic. And yeah, Roy Scheider Roy Scheider as Sheriff Brody. He is very likable. Hell, all the characters are likable. You know, I'm talking Quint, Sheriff, the sheriff, Matt Hooper. They're all likable. Chief Brody, Matt Hooper, and Quint are all very likable characters. It just really sucks that Robert Shaw passed away so soon after Jaws was made. He passed away. He passed away in '78. So Jaws is pretty good. It's great. Um, I have not seen Jaws 2, 3, or 4, but I haven't heard much about Jaws 2, but I've heard 3 and 4 are awful. Yeah, so. Yeah. And by the way, this was one of the very first blockbuster movies where people were lining up outside the theater to watch it. That had never happened before. So Jaws, and Jaws is one of my all-time favorite horror movies ever made. One of my all-time favorites. Now with and Jaws was also like one of the first movies to spawn a ton of like knockoffs. You know, like most of those knockoffs use sharks. Some use other fish like barracuda and piranhas. And hell, this one movie even used an octopus. So Jaws, but with an octopus, like I'm just curious as heck about that. And I did review a Jaws knockoff for made for TV called Snow Beast that follows the same premise: creatures killing people. Animal expert wants to close the location. An authority figure says no because that's how the place makes money. People get killed. People hunt for the monsters. They kill a monster, not the monster. And 3 heroes in a stranded vessel, in a disabled stranded vessel, have to defeat the monster. But yeah, but you cannot beat the original Jaws. And I hope that they do not remake this. Because, like, good golly. Just don't remake Jaws. And, yeah. Cinematography is pretty good. Yeah, it does that thing where the camera zooms in on a character, but the background is, like, going away. Is it going away from the camera? I'm not quite sure what that's called, but I'm not quite sure what that's called. But one of the best things about Jaws is the theme music, and Jaws is a very influential movie because like you can find like the Jaws theme music is that dun 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 like that. It's yeah. So do watch Jaws. It's like if you're at all a fan of sharks and you somehow have not seen Jaws, watch it. You owe it to yourself to watch Jaws. And that about does it for this review. So, take care. I'll see you all in the near future. And happy Shark Week.